Jacksons and Benjamins. I don't deal with the middleman. I'ma answer when the money call. Ziploc, man, I'm coming strong. My business never get involved. Breaking the rules, boy, I've been a mall. Acting brand new, cut the ribbon off.
Yo, what's going on, people? You know who it is. It's yours truly, of course, Tay Wiz, coming live and direct from the Man Cave as usual. For those subscribers out there that is not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that bell. Not subscribed to my Twitter page, hit that bird at TAE_WIGG. As you know, I keep you in tune to the latest information going around the league first and foremost. I know everybody had a happy Merry Christmas out there yesterday. You know, I went the non-traditional food, no soul food intended. More of a seafood type thing, you know, sitting around playing games with family and friends. And I was truly blessed yesterday to have that moment with the people that truly care about you. Let's go get right into it. We had 5 games that was on tap yesterday, starting with the first game that came on at 12 o'clock. Was the Milwaukee Bucks visiting the New York Knicks. It's watching this game unfold, watching this young Knicks team. I'm looking at a certain player that everybody doesn't even know. I'm looking at Noah Vonleh, who played at Indiana University. A big guy. He's more built like a Chris Bosh type player. Still trying to find a home in this league. Trying to find his way and see what he can do. He has the physique and he has a potential to be a great player. But the only thing is, I would say, as me watching the game, does he has enough? Do he want to really fight and play every night? And I'm watching Noah Vonleh with 14 points and 15 rebounds. And so far, statistically, this is his best year right now in the league. I think he's averaging 8 points and probably a little bit more than 4 rebounds per game. So you're looking at a guy that's almost 6'10 and 6'11. You want to see him do more. He can give you some nasty. He give you flashes of it, but he don't bring out the whole package. He just need to take that game to the next level. Just got to be hungry about what he do. Kevin Knox is another one, the rookie from Kentucky. 21 points and 6 rebounds. If they would have had Kristaps Porzingis, I think the Knicks would have really gave the Bucks a run for the money. And the Knicks did give them a run for the money, but the thing that would hurt the Knicks a lot, they give up a lot of points in the third and fourth quarter to the opposing team. And you got to find some way deep down inside. We got to maintain and we got to shut teams down on the offensive end. Once you're playing defense on your side, the whole objective of the game is keeping the other player and the opposing team from scoring a basket. I'm just looking at whereas when you don't guard the 3-point line and everybody's hitting like a Malcolm Brogdon who has 17 points, and you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo with 30 points, and we know Giannis Antetokounmpo is not a great shooter. So the whole thing is, it's going to be a tough task trying to keep him from getting to that bucket, because all he do is take 3 strides from the 3-point line into the interior of the basket. It's an easy layup. And the whole thing is, you want to make him a playmaker. Do not let him beat you on the offensive end, because he has a net to get to the ball in the rim. And I'm looking at Tim Hardaway Jr., 14 points, 10 rebounds, not a bad night. But he should be the guy every night since Kristaps Porzingis is gone. He should find a way he should be at least averaging 25 points. Now, if you can give him average 25 points per game, you're talking about a 8-win Knicks team that can easily get about 6 more wins. They can be easily about 13, 14 games up. Right now, I'm looking at whereas Ernest Kettner. This guy right now should be tearing the rims up in the East. He played on the West, so he played in a more physical type of conference. So you come to the Eastern Conference, you should know what I'm bringing that same Western Conference attitude that I had. I'm gonna bring it to the East. Second year with the Knicks, and I'm trying to see where is he improving at. He'll give you some glimpses. He's gonna give you 10 points, probably about 15 rebounds. Then one game he'll fade away and get you 4 points. He just need to be a consistent player. That probably was a knock on him in OKC. Was he consistent enough to get this team where they need to be? So they moved on from him. If now I'm playing on the East, now I'm playing for the New York Knicks, there is no way that he should at least easily should be averaging 17 points and about 13 points rebounds per game. And also to at least go along with 3 or 4 blocks a game. And I'm looking at him, he should be a 17-13 guy in the East Coast. In the West Coast, He was playing great games. Here, it's more knock on him. And I'm going to bet the Milwaukee Bucks. And the thing that caught me was this is their first game on Christmas Day since 1977. And he put up 30 points and 14 rebounds and 4 steals in Giannis Antetokounmpo. MVP running. The last time, well, in my eyes, the last time I seen a good Milwaukee Bucks team, I think it was I want to say the 2001 or 2002 Milwaukee Bucks with Ray Allen, Sam Cassell, Big Dog Glenn Robinson, Irving Johnson. They had a legit team with Ray Allen and them guys. They made a run. They ran up against an Allen Iverson team, hungry, scrappy, Eric Snow, all them guys. That team was hungry. And I'm looking at it whereas, and you know, this is their first win on Christmas Day since 77. And you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo, he brings to the table a lot. Just watching him from his rookie year into the player he has become. He's becoming a man amongst boys out there. Do he get an MVP vote for me? Yes. Look at the Milwaukee Bucks where they've been at for the last 7 to 8 years. This team just got back on the map within a couple of years. You gotta realize this team hasn't really been anywhere since the departure of Ray Allen and Big Dog Glenn Robinson and Sam Cassell. And I'm just speaking facts, folks. And this team has a lot to say. To be one of the second best teams in the Eastern Conference and in the NBA of that conference, so that's a lot to say because this team has a lot to say. Will it be like one of the teams that can represent the East in the Eastern Conference Finals? Possibly, but the one thing on them is when they go cold, they go cold. And in the other game we'll get into, and the Milwaukee Bucks did win 109-95. And I don't want to forget about Brook Lopez too, man. 20 points and 4 rebounds. He's becoming more of a step-out guy shooting three-pointers too now. So you got to guard him now inside and out because he will shoot the three if they give it to him. They got a bunch of playmakers and three-point shot takers. But sometimes them three-point shot takers don't fall. So, you know, and heading on to the next game that I'll partake in, the OKC Thunder playing the Houston Rockets. You know, before we jump into this Houston Rockets thing, let's talk about what happened to the Rockets. You know, watching the Western Conference basketball this year has been very fun to watch, you know. They was at the second to worst record in the Western Conference. The Houston Rockets, that is. Chris Paul and all them guys trying to figure a way out, you know. I'm going to sit here the TV not saying it. That should be real. When Carmelo Anthony's on that team, they won the second. They wasn't that terrible. They were still making a playoff run. They still had one of the best records in the West. Because even though Melo can put you in the paint and still bag you down, and at least give you 12 points per game, it's just because when Melo's out there, he's another scorer, another threat. So it's changed the dynamic of the other team's defensive mind. So you don't have that another scorer out there to get what you're going to get from him, and it hurts. And, you know, it's sad to say that Carmelo Anthony is not on nobody's roster. Yes, he don't play defense. A lot of guys in the NBA don't play defense. Come on, you can't even give me that. Oh, Melo don't play defense. He don't want to sacrifice. You got a lot of guys in the league who don't want to sacrifice some things, but they just do it anyway. As Carmelo Anthony will be on somebody's team by All-Star break, I guarantee that somebody will be calling for him because he still can give you 17 points per game. Don't act like he ain't got one of the best jumpers in the league. It's just crazy that he's not in the league. LeBron James should be in the league playing with the Lakers. LeBron James should have Carmelo Anthony on the Lakers. I'm sorry that I said LeBron James should be in the league. LeBron James is in the league. But Carmelo Anthony should be in the league on the Los Angeles Lakers. I don't care what the report said. The Lakers said they don't want Melo. You get Melo on the Lakers team, you get you another scorer. LeBron James is going to put you in the right situation to score. And it's kind of hard to say the Rockets gave up on Carmelo Anthony that early. Yes, they won the last, they're on a 6-game or 7-game winning streak, something like that. And you're looking at where they came from. They right up there. James Harden making another case for an MVP running, leads the league and scoring with 32 points per game. And the reason why he scored more, Chris Paul went down with an injury. Another hamstring injury. So I'm looking at the guys now. for the Houston Rockets. Where else can you get another scorer from? Eric Gordon said last week he wasn't having fun. You're not having fun because you're losing. You gotta find a whole new identity, what you want to do out there. Trevor Ariza gone, so you don't get that defensive anchor. You don't get that extra look. So now you got to rely more on the PJ Tuckers of the world, a Daniel House Jr. You looking at all these guys. You just got Austin Rivers, who had 10 points and 2 assists in his debut. I'm looking at something like that that's going to help them down the stretch. Clint Capella, who I thought played out of his mind yesterday, 16 points and 23 rebounds. All over Steven Adams. Steven Adams is another one. He's a tough guy, gritty, a fearless guy in the paint. But to give up 23 rebounds to Clint Capella was absurd. I'm looking at length, but I'm looking at the stature built of a Steven Adams. Steven Adams had 17 points and 7 rebounds. He was getting beat on the glass, which is very rare. And they always say the most hungry team will win games. And I thought the Houston Rockets came out hungry. James Harden had 41 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists, letting it fly. He's played better when it's not the other guy inside of him. It's more of a him thing. And piggybacking on the Carmelo Anthony thing, I'm not going to say this. I'm not there in the locker room. Do I think James Harden had to do something with a Carmelo Anthony getting traded? Who knows? I don't know. Is it the Mike D'Antoni thing? Because it's the second time Melo played with Mike D'Antoni, and Mike D'Antoni and Melo type of offense and relationships probably don't mix as well. Carmelo Anthony is still trying to adjust to come off the bench, and I feel like they didn't give him the appropriate time to adjust. Since Melo probably was, they know what, I think I should be doing this and doing that. And I think somebody told management, hey, Melo ain't buying in. So they got rid of him, which I thought was a dumb thing. You let him keep playing until he find his way. I think y'all had a hidden gem, and y'all got rid of it because y'all gave up on it too quick. And I'm going on PG, Paul George with 28 points, 14 rebounds. Another guy, slender. He's a defender, longer athletic. But at times, he should be more aggressive. And that fourth quarter they had was awful too. I think him and Russell Westbrook combined in the fourth quarter was a 1 for 8. But that's not going to get you no wins right there. And Russell Westbrook with his 21 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. The crazy thing is about Russell Westbrook, he gets to going. I don't need Russell to shoot threes. I like when he's more of an attacker to the basket. He's not a great shooter. And people tell you he can shoot. He's not a great shooter from 15 feet. He's a rim tacker. So the way you gotta beat him is you gotta clog the lane up. You want to make him a facilitator, but the whole thing is his players gotta knock down shots. We know he can hit a nice little 12-footer every now and then. It's not on a consistent basis, but Russell Westbrook, he's a player is if he made about 3-4 layups in the paint, everything else catch fire. And it's crazy. I don't think people notice around the league. It's not getting talked about. He's averaging a triple-double again. Again. And they looking at and triple-double. His triple-doubles are mean triple-doubles. Ain't no 21, 10, and 10 type thing, just barely getting a triple-double. That's what I call it, barely getting it. Sometimes Russell Westbrook's stat lines be 28 points, 17 rebounds, and 15 assists to go along with 3 blocks. And those are mean triple-doubles compared to some other people. Some people getting 10, 10, and 10. Man, that might as well be 9 points and 9 rebounds, 9 assists. That's barely get a triple-double in my eyes. But he had huge games. And I'm looking at where, how can this OKC team get better? Once they get Andre Robertson back, I feel like they got another defensive anchor. Somebody that could actually take some of the pressure off of PG or Russell Westbrook on a nightly basis. Because they got a young nucleus that's getting it done. But wait till they get him back. He's just a little bit more dynamic on the defensive end. He can take some of that stress off the other guys when everything's opened up. They're just a totally different ball team when he's out there. Go to the 76ers and the Celtics. I'm sorry about that. Rockets did win that game 113 and 109. As we go to the 76ers and Boston Celtics, Kyrie Irving. And by me being a Cavaliers fan, just watching a couple of old teammates playing on Christmas Day, they was everywhere from Kyle Korver, a Jay Crowder, a LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, these guys was everywhere. It was a tough pill to swallow, just watching different guys in different places doing things. Like George Hill for the Bucks. It was just weird just to say. And now I just want to sit here and say thank you to LeBron James. Coming from a blue collar city, growing up in Cleveland, Ohio, as of where it is, everything is earned, not given, and that's the art, and that's the title that LeBron James been keeping with him for these last couple of years. Everything is earned, not given. Blue collar city, hard workers. We love our teams to the end, ride or die. Just want to say thank you to LeBron James. 4 straight NBA Finals appearance in a Cavaliers uniform and give us a title. And it's crazy that I'm down saying that because LeBron James is the guy. And you're looking at teams who've been in football fans. The Buffalo Bills been to 5 straight Super Bowls and didn't win anything. And that's why people are so crazy about the Buffalo Bills fan base, the Bills Mafia. Shout out to them. To go to 5 Super Bowls and don't win one. And a lot of teams rag on them. You got teams that are ragging on the Buffalo Bills. Fans. You've been to 5 Super Bowls and you win one. And some of the people that's talking about them being in 5 Super Bowl teams, 5 Super Bowl games, and some of them teams some of their fan teams ain't never been to one. So it's truly a blessing to say you witnessed 5 straight Super Bowls, 4 straight Super Bowls. You go to them old school Lakers, them old Celtics, winning 8 straight. You know what I'm saying? Or the Yankees. You're looking at modern them teams in modern day history, looking at, wow, these guys actually pulling off some good stuff. LeBron James, 8 straight NBA Finals appearances. Will it come to an end this year? You never know what he may have stored into you. We won't get into him till later, but back to the Sixers and Celtics game. Kyrie Irving, best ball handler dribbler in the league. And somebody asked me when I was talking to him, who do you think is like the most clutchest player in the league? Most people say Steph Curry. I said, man, you got to put Kyrie right up there with the best of them when it comes to clutch. Kyrie Irving, first quarter, jersey tucked. When that jersey go untucked mid-third quarter and fourth quarter, woo-woo, you are in trouble. When that jersey come untucked, I tell people instantly, when Kyrie jersey untucked, going for 25 plus. Just so happened last night he had 40. He had 40 at home, getting buckets. That's why they call him Uncle Drew. I'm looking at Jimmy. You couldn't ask for any other better defender to guard him. And one of the top 5 guys to me in the league, defending wise, Jimmy Butler, was on Kyrie Irving. There's nothing you can do when a guy like Kyrie Irving just get busy. Just get busy. What can you do? You don't have to run plays with Kyrie Irving. All the coach got to do is say, look, y'all, Kyrie got the ball, set some picks for him, and screen and roll, and get out the way. Kyrie Irving's going to find a way and score and put the team on his back. Just not to see him in the Cavs uniform is pretty tough to see. But you got to give respect to players like that. Kyrie Irving's a bad boy. And I like what I've seen from Kyrie Irving. He said the team had a bad little mix-up the last couple of weeks because on the losing streak. This is real, people. When you lose, the feeling, the mood in the locker room change. When you lose, the food tastes nasty. The water don't taste like water no more. Tastes bitter. Everything. The sleep is not as good. You win. The air smell different. The food even tastes even sweeter. The water tastes like water. This is just different. Kyrie Irving brings that much. He brings out the best of other players around. 40 points, 10 rebounds from Kyrie Irving. The whole knock on him, Kyrie Irving don't want to grab boards. I said, what? Y'all haven't been watching Kyrie Irving for the last 6 years. Kyrie Irving has been on the boards. It's not what you want to see because he has played with teammates that are rebound grabbers. LeBron James, Varejao. I can keep going. Tristan Thompson. Now he's playing with the Moors, Markieff Morris. He has Al Horford. All them guys. A Tatum. So it's a little bit different when you got guys 6'7", 6'8" getting all the rebounds. They grab the rebounds and get the ball to Kyrie Irving. He pushes that team, man. Marcus Morris, 23 points, man. Playing the Fabulous this year. Another underrated guy in the league. A defender, too. Pit bull. Don't take no crap on the floor. And that's what Boston is. They are hard-working blue-collar city, too. But that team is going in, all in. What Brad Stevens brings to that team has been like no other. It's like no other. Jason Tatum, another one, 23 points and 10 rebounds. You know, I'm looking at him, looking at one of his tweets that he said, all he want for Christmas is dunk on JoJo. And a lot of people who don't know what JoJo is, Joel Embiid. You know, Joel Embiid talk a lot of crap on the floor for a big man. And one thing about him, and he backs it up, he tell you trust the process. I mean, what else you want him to do, man? He does everything. Jason Tatum, man, is very good. Ever since they put Marcus Smart in the lineup, I just feel like they're on this 9-game winning streak. Everything's starting going on Boston when they get back into the Boston Celtics mode of basketball. Terry Rozier back on the bench, 10 points. And I think they may move Terry Rozier at the trade. To what teams? I don't know. A lot of teams out there need some help for a shooting guard / point guard on the backside. You're looking at a team like the Golden State Warriors. Their bench is pretty shaky. And we're going to talk about that later, too. I'm looking at possible places where a Terry Rozier can land that can help teams out. He can go play for the Knicks. Just to give him another look on the outside, you know. We're going to talk about that in times to come. As the Celtics took care of business at home, 121-114 over the 76ers, Jimmy Butler had 24 points and 3 steals. Jimmy Butler brings a lot to that team. The defense, the tenacity, just being Jimmy Butler. Take a lot of pressure off the other guys, as Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons. I'm looking at Joel Embiid, 34 points, 16 rebounds. And somebody's like, who's the best center in the game? I'm going to tell you Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid bring it every night. Every night. Every night. I mean, works hard. And the funny thing about this, I'm a little story, and people will go back. The year where Tristan Thompson got drafted to the Cavaliers, I'm sitting here on the phone talking to one of my good friends, and they was like, who you think the Cavs should draft? I said, man, we'll get Joel Embiid, man, from Kansas. Oh, we don't need him. Man, he hurt. But we drafted Tristan Thompson. No, I'm not going to Tristan Thompson because he did get a ring, courtesy of LeBron, but he did play his tail off in the NBA Finals. But I just thought, in the long run for the process, you're not going to stay injured forever. So I thought Joel Embiid would have been a great case to go along with LeBron James. Can you imagine Joel Embiid playing with LeBron James? He made the game that much easier for LeBron. Because LeBron will have to do it all every night. Just because you know in any given night, you know you're going to get 20 and 15 from Joel Embiid and possibly 3 to 4 block game. Joel Embiid is a game changer. Your team has to get ready and prepare for him. The knock on him is sometimes he could be a bit too aggressive and try to put the game all in his hands. And, you know, and there's nothing wrong with being too aggressive, just taking it down a tad bit because the other teammates do feed off that. You do feed off that. But I'm going to tell you another knock on him. He got us out of foul trouble. For him to be that big, he moves his feet very well, but he do commit a lot of crazy fouls. I'm going to go to Ben Simmons. J.J. Redick did hit 17 points. I'm going to go to Ben Simmons. 11 points, 14 rebounds, 8 assists. I told everybody, ever since he came into the league, I said the whole knock on Ben Simmons is that he can't shoot. Can't shoot free throws or he can't shoot from the field. That's all good. Everybody in the league can dribble. So most people can post up. But the thing on him that he cannot shoot that consistent 15 to 12 foot jump shot. He gets in the air and be like, should I shoot with my left hand or my right hand? The whole thing is about him is he has to develop a jumper. And look at these newer guys in the league, the young guys, the guys 21 or 23 and under, as they call them, the millennials. I'm trying to figure out what their work ethic is. It's a couple of guys in the league that you know has that work ethic. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Donovan Mitchell. These guys been on the Instagram, social media, Twitter wave of them working out hard. But I don't see no thing of Ben Simmons taking a lot of jump shots. Everything he does is going to the basket, rolling to the cup. Where is that consistent 15-footer? Because in your later on in your career, you're going to need that. You're not going to have that same speed that you have now at 23. Wait till you turn about 32, 33 years old, and them legs start getting tired. You start pulling hamstrings. Everything start getting tight. You got to develop that 15-footer. When I tell people you don't have no 15-footer, you're no good to no one. You're no good. Like a Eric Snow, playing them Sixers teams, them Cavaliers teams. He couldn't shoot. We know you can dribble. When a team know you can't shoot that 15-footer, and they know you like to go to the hole, we're gonna claw the paint up on you. We're gonna make you a passer. When you can't get a certain passer, it's gonna commit to a turnover. You have to develop a jump shot. 15-footers. I don't care about them dunks. Everybody dunks. Show me a consistent 15-footer from the elbow. That's the knock on Ben Simmons, and he can't shoot free throws. That's going to hurt them in the playoffs. And this is why I'm not picking them to come out the East. You got a 6'8", 6'9" point guard who can't shoot a jump shot. And clutchness. Playoff basketball, the regular season is for the fans, show and tell. But playoff basketball is for the players. The game speeds up a little bit more. Defense become tighter. Plays take out some of your good players. You have to commit to a decent 15-footer if you want to survive in the NBA. Ben Simmons. And this is why you guys lost. You had no business losing this game yesterday. The Los Angeles Lakers, like I said, the Celtics won that game 121-114. The Los Angeles Lakers, the Golden State Warriors. Now, everybody called me like, who you got in this game, Dante? I told them, I got the Lakers. I said, I got the Lakers winning big. And some people who probably watch this are going to say, man, you lying. You lying. The best man at my wedding I talked to, he told me when I wished him Merry Christmas. I said, I know you watching the Lakers game. He said, for what for? You know your boy LeBron James is about to get steamrolled. Your boy LaQuit James. I said, it's cool. You're not getting steamrolled. I said, I got us winning big. I said, we probably going for the blow. He started laughing. He said, man, you crazy. He said, you know KD, Steph, and Clay and Draymond going to come to play? I said, that's cool. I said, look, I guarantee we win by 23. He started laughing at me. Called his phone. By the third quarter, they was about 31. No answer. So I said, you know what? Everybody in America seeing this game coming. LeBron James. I'm not gonna get credit to LeBron James in this game today, folks. All credit goes to the Lakers making an adjustment when LeBron James went down. When we started the first quarter, them young guys, Kuzma, Zubac, all them young guys, Ball was playing defense. The one thing that goes unnoticed in this game that nobody's not saying anything about, that Lonzo Ball held his own out there on Steph Curry, clogging the space, putting Steph Curry in the paint, bagging him up. Because we're the league where nobody want to play defense. Everybody want to be showmen and score. You put Steph Curry in that paint and post him up, gets the body tired. All that bagging up, taking strength away, beating them up, beat the body up. Put him in the paint, make him work. Go around the screens, go under the screens, overhead the screen. And that's what Lonzo Ball and them was doing. Josh Hart, another guy. All you got to do is keep a body on Steph Curry. I thought Draymond Green with 5 points, him and Klay Thompson with 5 points last night. That was terrible. Draymond Green just coming back. Everybody keeps saying Draymond Green come back from a toe injury. They try to make that to an excuse, and that team is at full strength. Everybody know in Golden State at home, this is a totally different beast at home during Christmas time. This is where you make your roster adjustments. Teams, this is now going in January towards that All-Star break in February. You start making rosters adjustments, start making moves for the playoffs. And I thought what the Lakers did was a good sign. And it's people say, hey, the Lakers are seeded too high. So people had the Lakers not making the playoffs, as in Charles Barkley. So the Lakers want to make it. A couple of media guys say the Lakers want to make it the playoffs. And I told me doing my stuff on this platform. I had the Lakers finishing no more than 4th or 5th in the West. And so far, it's looking like I'm about right. I don't see LeBron James and his taking this young Lakers team to the playoffs. Why ain't he? Why is he not taking this team to the playoffs? First and foremost, this young team won 35 games last year, which is pretty good for a young team to win 35 games. Now you get LeBron James right now. Yeah, before the injury, he had 17 points and 13 rebounds to go along with 5 assists. He was about to get a big triple-double. It was coming. LeBron James was going to finish that game last night with 33 points, about 18 rebounds and probably 14 assists and 2 blocks. He just brings so much to the table. He's a game changer. And it's rubbing off on the younger guys. Kyle Kuzma was looking like more of a better draft pick for the Los Angeles Lakers. He's long, athletic, plays defense. Brandon Ingram, another one. Going almost toe-to-toe with Kevin Durant for buckets. They almost get the same type build. And I thought this Lakers team, when LeBron James went down with that injury, I thought Rajon Rondo came in and put the man out there on the jump ball. I like what he did on the jump ball in the third quarter. Told Zubac to move this way. Don't stand right here. You stand here. Move what's name on this side. I want to say Kuzma on the jump ball in the third quarter. He moved him on the other side, which if he would want to tip, the way he lined him up, Rondo was in the middle. And most guys do line up wrong on the jump ball. And what I like about Rondo when I was watching it, and I put it on pause, he was in the middle of the circle on the end of the Warriors by their basket, facing the back. He had 2 guys protecting the 3-point line on the side. That was smart. Then he had the other 2 guys at the top protecting the 3-point line that way. Because if Golden State would have won the ball, one of the shooters would have been open on that wing and on the sideline. So when Rondo did, when they won the jump ball, Zubac ended with the ball. He gave the ball straight back to Rondo. They had a 3-man weave going down the floor. Rondo made the extra pass, boom, layup, and 1. And Rondo is a player coach on the floor. For Rondo to give you 15 points and 10 rebounds, what could you ask for? A championship pedigree. People act like he didn't win a championship with that Boston Celtics team back in 08-09 season. He is a game changer. And he was killing them with the right hand layup. And he hit open threes. And everybody keeps saying how the Warriors got a good fan base. Did I not see that team pack it in the fourth quarter with 3 minutes and 34 seconds to go when this team still had to fight? They not real fans out there. I'm calling y'all out, Golden State. Not real fans out there. Y'all know y'all still Lakers fans for real? Let's be honest. I know people are like, oh, he's a Warrior hater. A little fact that you don't know. My cousin did play for the Golden State Warriors. His name is Earl Boykins. Did play for the Golden State Warriors. So trust me, I know about them rough days and rough years y'all had with the Torrey Murphys of the world, the Antoine Jaminsons, the Larry Hugheses. I know all about that. The Gilbert Arenas, Donald Foyle, Torrey Murphy. I mean, I know all about that. Tony Delk. I know about them days. I know all about it. I know about it. And y'all just not. When a team wins, yes, fans come out. But a lot of these guys say they real fans when they say they are. Like, they say E40 say he a real fan. I'm calling E40 out now. I mean, hey, I'm calling a spade. When the Warriors is not the Golden State Warriors, the strength of number Warriors, man, it wasn't no celebrity sitting there sideline. Come on, man. Come on now, man. You can't even tell me that. I'm gonna tell you some fans that was sitting sideline no matter what the record was. Celebrities. LA Clippers games. Be honest with you. Billy Crystal. Season ticket holder. He said, you know what? Since everybody Lakers fans, I thought I'd just be a Clippers fan because their tickets are easy to get to. Been a Clippers fan since day one. Penny Marshall. Clippers fan since day one. So, I'm looking at that. You can't tell me that. They packed it in, folks. This is not the same team since Draymond Green and Kevin Durant got into it. They got to find that continuity to get together. Oh, yeah, can't forget about my boy Marcellus Wiley. Clippers fan, he let you know every week that what the Clippers doing out there. Let you know. So as you call about fans. Fans don't leave. You stay to the end. You stay from when they do the introductions to that call here quadruple zeros. But the one thing about that Golden State Warriors fan base, when they win it, they let you know. They start chanting Warriors, Warriors, Warriors. When they lose, you hear footsteps leaving. Out the stadium, cars creeping up. They going home. Zoom, zoom, zoom. That young Lakers team took care of business. To a lot of your teams out in the West, you better wake up because them Denver Nuggets, like I told y'all, it's a hot commodity. They might not represent the Western Conference Finals, but they're going to put up a good fight. They damn sure going to put up a good fight in the playoffs. Coach of the year looking like Brandon Malone, huh? Just saying. I'm just saying. Kyle Kuzma, 19 points. Zubac filling in for JaVale McGee, who got the ammonia. Get well, big fella. 18 points and 11 rebounds. He was killing them in the paint. And that's been, like I said, the Warriors need a guy. Jabrecko not going to give you that. Jabrecko want to be a three-point shooter. He want to shoot threes now, big guy. No, you need to be in the paint, grabbing rebounds. Zubac. To me, player of the game. He made the game that much easier for the other Lakers guys. Now because you got to stop him. Now you got to stop Ingram. And now you had to stop Rondo. And I thought, and Lance Stevenson, deep three at the end of the third quarter. Out there playing that air guitar. LeBron James recruited veterans around him to make the game easier for the younger guys. So each guy can take somebody under the wing. Hey, you should do this, we should do that. And he picked guys who have playoff experience and championship experience. And one thing, Tyson Chandler has a ring with the Mavericks against that Miami Heat team, who I thought the Miami Heat team should have won that ring. He has a ring, Tyson Chandler. Rajon Rondo has a ring. So you got two guys, and JaVale McGee makes the third guy, who has championship rings on that team. To let you know they give a different dynamic for play. You need playoff minds for younger guys. Playoff minds for younger guys who are trying to find their way and to be the player that they can be on the floor. And LeBron James make the fourth player. And you still have Lance Stevenson, who played a lot of career playoff games and had some big games against LeBron James. So you bring in those type of guys who know what you can get out of them during that time, because it's going to be a time and moment where the younger guys get to the playoffs. They're going to freeze up. They're going to be timid. They don't know what to do because it's going to be their first time in the playoffs. So you bring in those veterans that's going to give you that time. The whole not going to go to State Warriors. You need a bench. I've been saying that for years. Yes, you still got your big four. Yeah, you wait for DeMarcus Cousins to come in to finish your big five, but you still need a bench. I care what nobody say. Oh, they need no bench to win championship. You need a bench. You're not going to be high every night. You just need another player who's going to give you that. Yes, Iggy came through last night. Didn't miss a shot almost until he got to the third quarter. Iggy was on fire. Bad back and all. Sean Livingston been so far this year, but non-existent. Trying to figure out what happened to Sean Livingston. Hasn't been anywhere to be found. Iggy had 23 points. Steph Curry had 15 points. Steph Curry's just in one of them shooting slumps. And, when he's hitting. I just feel like since they made Kevin Durant more of the primary ball handler, I thought Curry's not getting the same type of looks that he once was. I think they tried to pacify Kevin Durant due to the situation him and Draymond Green had. I think most people are going to say, hey, he's on the outside looking in. This is just my opinion, man. People going to get mad at people's opinions. That's what's called an opinion. I didn't say this is a fact. It's an opinion. And my opinion is I thought they not the once was the same happy-go-lucky Warriors team I've seen in the past. Like I said, this team was down by 31 points on their home floor. Golden State Warriors will get down like that. So far this year, it's been the fourth time they've blown out by 23 or more points on their floor. Seeing the looks on their faces of defeat. So the whole thing is, now you got to change your game plan once DeMarcus Cousins come back, maybe in a week or a couple of games from now. Where that stand? Lakers took care of business, 127 to 101. The last game I want to get into, the Portland Trail Blazers and the Utah Jazz, game number 5. And so far on this Christmas Day, the home teams are 3-2. Portland Trail Blazers, 96. Utah Jazz, 117. We know about this backcourt, the Portland Trail Blazers, and C.J. McCollum and Damian Lillard. But these guys, 20 points for Damian Lillard and 11 for C.J. I thought I was going to get more from C.J. on the Christmas game. Stand-up fellow, another Ohio guy. By the way, Canton Akron area. I wanted to see more from him. It's one of the nights you just go cold. You go cold. You just go cold. And playing in Utah, I tell people, man, playing in Utah is a hostile environment. A hostile environment. The fans gonna be on you. You talk about some fans that cheer all the way through the end, who stay in their seats and don't leave. This is these guys right here. And non-existence is Nurkic. 7 points and 10 rebounds. I was looking for him to have almost 18 points and 13 rebounds. When he's scoring that high, that means Damian Lillard about to hit 30, and C.J. McCollum is going to fall over 21. The backcourt went to sleep. I know it's Christmas. It's a later game. I know people want to be home with their families. I thought this team was going to bring it. The Utah Jazz is going to bring it. This team, record-wise, was at the same place where they was at last year. They made off that late run they made after, in January and always in February. And finish the season off, they're going win like 30-something, like 34 games or something, like 34. Well, I want to say 34-7, something like that. This team is right where they want to be now, the Utah Jazz. Like I said, got Kyle Korver coming off the bench, man. Automatic. To me, one of the best three-point shooters in NBA history right now, if not probably top 5 best three-point shooters. And one of them orders. Give you something different. Joe Ingles, another one. The Australian, bring that nasty. The lefty, bring that nasty. Joe Ingles is what you want to have on your team. Tough guy. Sort of guard your defenders. And another reason I like him low-key, too, as a defender, he's low-key dirty. Not that I'm saying you don't need dirty players on your team, but you need somebody who's going to do some dirty stuff every now and then. Who's going to irritate the other players and take them off from their game. Because now if you just do something a little crazy, do something a little dirty, the other team is supposed to, hey, man, you in timeout. Somebody get on Joel Ingles. He's going to try and do this. Now, everybody's focused on Joel Ingles. And everybody else other game opened up for the team. As you look at Donovan Mitchell with 19 points. You got the Stifle Tower, Rudy Gobert with 18 points and 14 rebounds. Like I said, Joe Ingles with 15.7 rebounds. Ricky Rubio coming to his own. 14 points with 6 assists. Quinn Snyder got them boys rolling. They had 7 people in double figures last night. Dante Exum, who I think started finding his way with 15 points. Then as well, you had Jay Crowder with his 12. So they getting different looks from different players. Like I said, this team play hard as no defense. And this team can be real dangerous too in the playoffs. How far will they go? It's up to them. They got to believe in themselves within. And watching this game last night, Portland take a lot of threes they don't need to take. They should do more pick and pop, roll into the basket, get the big mans involved. I'm looking as where, like, how many threes you're going to take. When you go cold, you got to find different ways to shoot the ball. Put the other team in foul trouble. And once you start missing stuff like that, Rudy Gobert grabbing all the rebounds. Like I tell people, long threes lead to long, easy rebounds and easy layups for the other team. Because now, while you shooting, you got a couple of guys under the basket getting the rebound. You got him under there, and Derek Favors getting rebounds and leads to long outlet passes. So I thought the Portland Trail Blazers set off the threes a little bit. Come more inside, play y'all games. I like when Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum come into 15 feet or the free throw line and hit that crazy jumper. They settle for a lot of threes. The NBA became a three-point shooting league. When you was a kid, you knew a lot of guys in the league could hit that 15-footer consistently. 15-footers will hurt worse than threes because even though you can be down by 2 or up by 2, but if somebody hit that 2-pointer and making you foul them, that 2-pointer come a lethal 3-pointer now because now he got to go to the bucket for an and 1. And Michael Jordan and cats like Mark Price and Latrell Sprewell, Allen Houston, who never get mentioned, a lot of these guys, man. Allen Houston's probably one of the best mid-range shooters that I've seen in the league. He very rare took a 3-pointer, but he's one of the best mid-range shooters. He was Klay Thompson to me. Allen Houston was that guy. I need to see more guys step up to that plate and hit that 15-foot. I'm trying to tell you, you get paid more if you hit that consistently. That's a big bucket right there. And y'all know who it is, man. Utah Jazz, 117. Portland Trailblazers, 96. I'm Tay Wiggs. I'm out of here. Peace.